What's up, guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. Today we are looking at some of my battles. I got a new little background beat going, a little saxophone I think. Let me know what you guys think. And we're rocking Perrserker today. We're in the 3070s itch in this set. I thought I'd try out Perrserker. I can already hear you, Sam, in the comments. Rise is running Azu in the team. Oh my gosh, let's end the world. You know what, guys? I haven't run Azu all season. I'm running it for one set. Big deal. I'm like, okay, Perrserker needs protection from fighters. Let's give it Deoxys and Azu. Just piece it together. Little thinking. Perrserker is fun to use. And then you can see in this lead, we get a shield. We overfarmed. We threw up the timing of the Altaria. They might have thought they could farm us down. And we get the second shield with a foul play. Perrserker, one of the most fun Pokemon to use in my opinion. And we get pretty lucky there. Unfortunately, I think our opponent lagged. So we were actually able to Shadow Claw down. They definitely would have Dragon Breathed us down. But we still would have got two shields anyway. So we kind of just blind close combated here against the Tropius. And I'm thinking Azu's the play with shields down. I can get an Ice Beam off here. And I'm also thinking he's going to catch this Ice Beam. He knows. So I don't throw. I switch into DD. He's got a wall facing back Bastiodon. Everyone seems to be running Bastiodon these days. Excuse me. And yeah, this is game over. Even if the Altaria does farm down, like we can easily take that Sky Attack with Azu. Then we can farm down with Azu. We'd have an Ice Beam loaded. They'd come in with Tropius, or would they come in with Bastiodon? I don't know. If they absorb the energy with Bastiodon, maybe they still have a chance actually. But who knows? Who knows? Then we're just going to double Psycho Boost here after taking down the Bastiodon, which we farmed down. Then we can swap into Azu. We have our Ice Beam stored up, and this will be more than enough to take out Sir Tropius for the GG. Perrserker game 1, getting a dub. I like this little beat. It reminds me of this guy Jimmy High Roller that I follow for basketball videos. But after that Bastiodon has been so prevalent in the meta right now that I do switch my Azu to Hydro Pump because I'm like, you know what? I'm probably going to see another Bastiodon and I might need Hydro Pump. So we're going against 86 here in game number 2. Perrserker's like Wolverine, man. It has such hard-hitting moves. And what do you know? Another Bastiodon. So now I'm like, okay, all three of my Pokemon are pretty good against Bastiodon, so I don't necessarily even need to switch here. I'm definitely going to throw this foul play. I get a shield already, which is great. And then I am going to take this Weather Ball, which is kind of questionable. I know he's like either at it or he's one away. So I throw one and then I switch. Now I have a close combat stored. And I'm going to catch this Weather Ball on my Azu. And again, like switch isn't the most important thing in the world because both of my back Pokemon are really good against the Bastiodon. Ice Beam, barely not enough to take out Pell, but I do bubble down from there. I feel like he should have got to the Weather Ball. In comes a Meganium. This is why it's really nice to have Ice Beam. It's funny because like Ice Beam, Play Rough, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump. They all have their different scenarios where you need them. This is a scenario where obviously Ice Beam is really nice to have. I am perfectly fine just letting my Azu go because I already know he has a Bastiodon back. I'm up a shield. I can just go for this right away. I went for the close combat only because I figured he might try and sack. So I figured because he might try and sack, that's why I go for the close combat. Like in case he was trying to catch a foul play. So I was just kind of thinking ahead. And then in comes the Bastiodon. And this is pretty much GG's. Poor. Wall face, double weak to counter because of that rock steel typing. And taking a lot of damage from Deoxys. And Deoxys isn't even a very attack-weighted Pokemon. It's pretty defense-weighted. It just, it's dealing double super effective damage and counters such a great fast move. I figure if I can store up to a Thunderbolt and a Psycho Boost, I should be good to go. I should be Gucci, as the rappers say. And then I can Psycho Boost this thing for the win. Everything's looking smooth, right? Looking smooth sailing with Perrserker. Like we're never going to lose a game, ever. Well, we go into our next game against this person with a unique trainer name. Perrserker versus Umbreon. Not great. not great. And we kind of have to stay in. And again, this is my first time using this team, so I'm not really like too sure how I want to play this at this point, because I know he's going to get to 2 foul plays before I get to 2 close combats. Plus, he snuck in a snarl. Very not ideal. He shields the close combat. I do catch this foul play on my Azu, but like, how much of a good thing is this really going to do for me? And of course, the game after I switch to Hydro Pump, a situation where I would like to have play rough, presents itself. And this is not very good for me. I do sneak in a bubble, which is something. But yeah, this is not looking good already. We're in the dreaded Azu mirror match. This is like one of the sole reasons I don't use Azu, is because we're in an Azu mirror match. And there's probably one person that, like, right before I'm saying this right now, actually like logged off this video because they saw an Azu mirror match and they hated that much. And Dakota just commented, Azu mirror match, see you next year, and then he disliked the video. So that's why I avoid running Azu sometimes. I'm gonna have to eat this play rough. I really want to save my shields for the Umbreon, because these dark pulses are gonna hurt. I want to shield at least 1, and I was hopeful with that energy head start I would get to another Thunderbolt, so I do shield this. But unfortunately my opponent was being really clever, plus they snuck in a few snarls that I didn't account for, and they do get another one off before I get to the next Thunderbolt, which is really a stinker in the butt. I get off the Psycho Boost, but this does like nothing to an Umbreon. Dark double resist Psychic. And at this point, I'm like, what on earth do I do? I have 2 not very healthy Pokemon. I was like thinking maybe I get a shield. But the thing is, like, if I take this out with a Hydro Pump, then I get farmed down. And the opposing Pokemon has a move for my Perrserker. So like, there's just not a whole lot I could do. Yeah, he can simply just let the Skarmory go if he wants. And from that point, his Azu still has a decent amount of health and can just bubble down both of my Pokemon. Bubbles down Perrserker and bubbles down my Azu. Nicely done. Could have thrown a move, obviously, but that game was over, so I didn't bother. Good effort. Thank you, Niantic. I tried my best. It wasn't enough that game. So we're 2-1. No, 3-1? 2-1. 2-1 with the Perrserker team. And searching for our next match at 3072 elo during this set. Sorry that I have a few notifications on. I never really bother with notifications when I'm doing my sets off stream. I should be better with that, I guess. But we are still searching for our next match. Cute times, cute times. And you know what? I did get a comment recently that someone really enjoyed when I did my legit commentary voice. Because I do esports commentating for my actual job. Like my main job. This is kind of like a side job. So maybe we'll try and do our actual esports commentating for a segment, maybe a whole video. Let me know what you think. If you guys want me to do that. We get a pretty positive lead here against an Alola Ninetales. We resist the charms. In comes a Pelipper. We don't have like an obvious answer for Pelipper. So we are going to come in with, or we're going to throw our move with Perrserker rather. We really soften it up. I try and catch, and I do catch once again, which is pretty nice. Weather Ball doesn't do anything to Azu. You'll see me throw this Ice Beam. This will either get a shield or prevent the Pelipper from throwing a Hurricane, which we kind of want to shield. So we do get a shield. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? He's so low, he probably just goes for the Hurricane, right? Well, you will see I was wrong. He baits with Weather Ball, and he's still gonna get to the Hurricane. I'm like, all right, I'm not going down a shield. I ain't going down no shield, bro. So I take the Hurricane. Azu's tanky. I do not have an XL Azu. I have a 15 attack Azu. And I don't even get a move off, which is a mistake on my part. I should have thrown the Ice Beam, but I was like I was so unimpressed, so not interested in the little damage that an Ice Beam would do that I didn't even bother throwing. But I should have thrown the Ice Beam just to act like I had a play rough. Because I might have gotten the shield from the play rough. But this close combat almost takes it out. In comes a Machamp. I barely get off this close combat, and you'll see me make a mistake here. You'll see me make a mistake here. My buddy Speediest Chief tags me in a photo on Twitter, and I CMP tied here. Now what I should have done is, I know this KOs, I should have done a few extra counters to allow myself to definitely get to another Psycho Boost here. But as I'm getting there, the Weather Ball comes in, and fortunately for me, since Charm is a 3-turn fast move and Shadow Claw's a 2-turn fast move, my damage registers before his damage, and I do still win the game. But it could have been cleaner. It could have definitely been cleaner if I did a few different things that game. Cold, Flex, so that shows you sometimes you might make some mistakes. You can still get it. Maybe we'll do a real commentary here. Perrserker, lead versus Empoleon. Perrserker, the steel type, gonna take a lot of damage from these waterfalls. And Empoleon does have to be wary of the close combat very well. Could draw a shield. The Empoleon did sneak in a waterfall. This damage really adds up in terms of fast moves. Foul Play does get the first shield. Rise has to shield this if he wants the Perrserker to survive. He is going to shield. Hydro Cannon is blocked. He is going to go straight for the close combat. Knows he can only get to one more move, so might as well go for the harder hitting move. Super effective close combat lands. At this point, Perrserker wins the lead. He's just going to allow it to get farmed down. Now he's a decision to make. Which Pokemon does he come in with? Deoxys doesn't have Rock Slide, but the opponent doesn't know that. Does he do that? No, he comes in with Azu, because Azu's a little tankier. Azu doesn't have to fear these charge moves as much. Gonna go for the Hydro Pump. It's a CMP. Does he bother shielding? He does. It could be a Size Shock, but it's just a Weather Ball. That does nothing. Azu says, hold my fish sandwich. I don't know what Azumarils eat, but they land the Hydro Pump. Goes for the aggressive counter down. Down goes Ninetales. What's in back? It's a Zweilous. It's a Dark type. Dark types beat Psychic types, but Deoxys isn't your normal Psychic type. It has counter, which is a fighting move, which beats the Dark types. And at this point, Rise understands that he can just commit a shield and counter down. Went for the Thunderbolt because he didn't want to debuff his attack, in a smooth sailing victory for Rise to the occasion. Niantic tells me I win, and we got kind of into that commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We get a Frillish to catch. I think I took my time a little bit catching this and then collecting the rewards. So just want to talk to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the World Cup recap, and hope you guys enjoyed this set as well. Putting some extra effort into some of these videos. I got a lot of positive feedback on the World Cup final recap, which made me really happy. You see my elo climb up to 3,118. Pretty solid. Back on the fringe of the leaderboard. We'll try and climb even higher if we can. Looking forward to doing some tournaments with my Mazer teammates in the near future, and looking forward to more contact. Make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch if you're not already, so you can interact with me live there. Streaming, I've been kind of taking some breaks here and there. If I'm not feeling it one day, I might take a day off from streaming, because, you know, I do work 6 hours a day live on air, and then I create a YouTube video almost every day, and obviously just have your daily kind of life stuff and errands and chores to get through. So if I'm on camera for my real job for 6 hours a day, sometimes I'm not feeling up to being on camera, you know, for another like 2.5 hours. So, but I do love it, and I do love this game, and I love Pokemon Go, PvP especially. Looking forward to what the future brings. Anyway, I don't know what I'm on about. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Spicy Saturday. Got some cool content coming in a couple of days. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it. Share it with your friends, your local Discord, your mom. Maybe she wants to play Pokemon Go. Maybe she thinks I'm funny. Maybe she's the first person. And yeah, that said, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.